Hello there and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to check out the preliminary list of changes for update 178. That's right, season 50. So very first thing, these are preliminary changes, okay? But keep this in mind that they could change once the update is released. But for now, here's a little bit of a sneak peek on what's happening. First thing we're going to see is we're going to see some gameplay changes. The opponent's equipment displays, the systems for showing the enemy gear after the elimination has been updated. It now displays the actual equipment, allowing players to analyze the battle more accurately. That is going to be amazing. We have also updated weaponless and gunless mode. So basically what this one's going to do is it's going to pretty much change the weapon pool. So the weapons that are in that specific game mode, it's going to be updated now to have more recent weapons and ultimately better weapons to just better the game mode for that specific, the gunless mode. We have our improved response system. This one, not too much specifics to share on it, but basically there are some changes to the response system. So you know, when you die, you come back to life. And when you come back to life, the enemy is yellow, or if you're rolling responding, you're yellow for a bit and nobody can shoot you for a specific period of seconds. Well, that's going to change, but not too much specifics on it just yet. You're gonna have to wait and see specifically what that is. We also have updated character replacement in the lobby. So characters are now positioned with the lightning in mind, making the lobby look more expressive. And so basically what that means is that it's just going to look a little bit better for the characters or the avatars. I don't know if you've seen, or if you're playing a tablet or if you're playing an iPad, it's pretty cool because you can actually see the entire avatar. Typically on an iPhone or an Android, you can only see some of the characters up to the knee and some of them up to the waist. Well, in the iPad and in the tablets, you can actually see the whole body, which is pretty cool. So there are going to be some changes to make that look a little bit better. Now, here's a question that I receive very often, and I'm glad we're going to clear it up today. So every time people say, you know what, why are the maps that were in the previous season not in this season? Well, they rotate. There are so many different maps out there in the MSO world that they don't all fit in one update. So therefore, they kind of rotate. So what that means is, let's say there's 30 maps, right? Well, only 15 are displayed at a time. So you'll have 15 in this update, and the next one you have 15 different ones, just to kind of keep the variety of changes. So the following maps are going to be updated in the new, or are going to be available in the new update for you to play in. You're going to have Afghanistan, which you have right now in season 49. You're going to have Italy as well. You're going to have Lost Temple, Blackwood Pines. Those are all there already. But the training base, Object 16, Yakuza is back, War Depot, and Business Office as well. So those are going to be the ones that are going to be available for you. But there are some unique updates right here. So you're going to have the Halloween version of Brooklyn, which is really cool. I love this map. This map is amazing. It's perfect for snipers, some sniper users, or players that like to play at a long distance. But it's going to be now the Halloween update. So now you're going to get that updated version, which looks really cool. You're also going to get Havana in the Halloween version, which is also really cool. It looks amazing. It really does. It makes you feel like you're playing in a totally different map. You're also going to have the ability to have weapon rentals. This is really cool. So what that means is, without you having to purchase a weapon to be able to use it and know, oh, was this a good weapon or not, you are going to be able to rent the weapon for a specific limited time. For a limited time, for you to be able to use it in matches and then go, oh my god, I love this weapon. Or you know what, oh, I'm so glad I didn't spend on this weapon, I don't want it, right? So that's going to be pretty cool. So it's going to be available in different stages. It's going to be available in the battle pass. It's also going to be available in the lottery, you can see right there. That's a pretty cool lottery, if you ask me. And then also, well, is in the calendar. And then there will be an additional resources for you to use. There are going to be weapon promotions. That's kind of been the thing, right, for a little while, where you're going to get weapons that are old, that are not being returned and receiving a promotion, thus becoming more powerful. We have the Reaper, the APC Ultima, the Daybreak, and the Double Mail. But don't worry, I'm going to show you what that weapon looks like. Here is the Reaper. There we go. It is a melee type weapon that has a crazy, and when I say crazy, I mean a crazy amount of fire rate. This thing hits so fast, super fast. So, and don't worry, I'll leave a link down in the description below for these weapons so you can take a look at how they used to perform in the past and then make a determination if you want it. So make sure you check that weapon down below in the description of this video. So this is the Reaper. This is the Daybreak. The Daybreak is a machine gun that it was pretty powerful, at least for one update. I want to say it was pretty good, but ultimately it is a good one, and it's good for long distance. As you can see, that scope right there, that's pretty cool right there. You can see right away that it's going to be a weapon that is going to be good for long distance. That is the Daybreak. Now we have the APC Ultima, which I am excited for because I want to say that I really liked this weapon when it first came out. It is a submachine gun, and it was so nice. It was such a good weapon. It didn't last very long, but it was ultimately a good weapon, and I'm excited to see it back. And it has a very unique camouflage. Take a look. When you shoot somebody in the head, it basically brings like this black hole that comes in and sucks up the enemy. So it's gonna be a good one with the unique camouflage that you're going to be killing in style. And lastly, we have the double Mao, which looks like pistols, but they're not pistols. These are shotguns. Yes, shotguns. So you were holding two different shotguns and shooting at the enemy at the same time. So these were pretty fun at that time. I'm somewhat excited to see these back. I'm mostly excited for the APC Ultima, if you couldn't tell. But these are pretty good too. So these shotguns are going to be back. Now let's get back to the preliminary changes. So we can see now the new season, like I mentioned, is going to be Halloween. So the new battle pass, you're going to get the new clown cannon, Jack's ass, and Jack's axe. Should I say that right? And the Devourer character. Other valuable rewards as well. It's going to be called the Circus of the Fortune Lottery. So it's going to be pretty cool, which you can see right there. And yes, there is going to be that new avatar. We have new Joker chips for the lottery, which is pretty cool. The new events, Reaper's Return. After a special event has been prepared, offering players unique tasks and special currencies, Reaper tokens, these can be spent on the black market. So that is going to be pretty cool. Of course, a new season calendar. But let's get into the most exciting stuff here. We have the Clown Cannon Pistol. That's going to be a brand new weapon. We can see a mad creation of the clown where every bullet turns against the enemy. Each hit increases the chance of critical strike, but the effect resets upon reloading. That one's interesting. Like a lottery where the outcome is always unpredictable. So that's interesting. So you're gonna want to reload less often in order to keep that critical strike. That one looks pretty cool. We also have the Chorusel of Horrors machine gun. After each respawn or reload against one of the following effects: fire damage, enemy slows, or explosion on kill. That's pretty cool. Born in the hands of Oculus, it is a heavy machine gun with a terrifying rotating mechanism, turns the battlefield into a hellish carousel where each shot promises instant death or agonizing slowdown. So it sounds like it's going to be very powerful. Very powerful. Maybe we'll be back into the machine gun seasons. We'll have to wait and see. And then lastly, we have the Jester's Trick Assault Rifle. That's pretty cool. So created in the heart of a mad carnival, this rifle turns battle into a deadly performance. Every shot sounds like a fanfare of chaos, and every kill becomes part of a new trick. The weapon summons a surprise box with a spring-loaded boxing glove that secretly strikes nearby enemies. Oh, that's pretty cool. So similar to what we see today with certain weapons, right? Like, for example, the thermite, you hit somebody and that kind of creates an explosion. The Sue's rifle, you shoot somebody and it creates this explosion with electricity and hits people around. And then, of course, you have the brand new weapon, that crossbow looking one that kind of shoots and the bullets ricochet and hit somebody. This will be similar to that, where it's going to spawn a box and pretty much inflict damage to the enemy. So that is pretty cool. And then you have the Ringmaster, which is going to be that new character, which you can see right there. Pretty cool. As you can see, like the theme of the Halloween theme has to do with the circus in this case. So make sure you stay up to date with all game changes and win more prizes. Follow the news on the social media. Make sure you subscribe for really. Drop us a like and hit the notification bell. We'll see you in the next one.